In the Superior Court of the State of California, in and for the County of San Diego, the people of the State of California, plaintiff versus Ali Nasser Abulaban, defendant. Case number SCD 292181, verdict. We, the jury in the above entitled cause, find the defendant, Ali Nasser Abulaban, guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree of Rayburn Cardenas.
Silence. Nothing.
Of Rayburn Cardenas Baron.
Abulaban, on Friday, he will be sentenced after he was found guilty of murder. He'll be back in a San Diego courtroom after deliberating for several hours over 2 days. That California jury convicted him on 2 counts of first-degree murder in the deaths of his wife, Anna, and her friend, Rayburn Barron. The former social media star broke down after the jury left the courtroom, and he now faces a potential life sentence without the possibility of parole. In testimony spanning several days, Abulaban admitted to abusing Anna on multiple occasions and became emotional on the stand, recounting the final days of his relationship with her, describing the jealousy, the anger that he felt when he suspected her of cheating on him. Take a listen to some of the highlights from his time on the witness stand.
After that incident, when I'd come back from Miami, my full alertness of speculation of cheating is just through the roof. I'm freaking out on a daily basis, especially because after I had just admitted of having that girl over. So I was scared that out of revenge she was going to do something. So now my suspicions of cheating is like times 1,000. But I was still blocked on all of social media, on Anna's social media. But I was keeping up with her friends' stories. And her friend Diana had posted some clip of her petting a dog at a restaurant in La Jolla. And on the side of the screen was just some guy's shoulder, I guess, some guy's arm. And I thought I heard Anna talking to him, like as if she was sitting right next to him. So in my coked out mind, I'm freaking out thinking, oh my God, Anna's with the guy, Anna's with the guy. I'm not sure exactly as to why I chose to reach out to Anthony. It could be because during my neurofeedback training, my recent visit in Virginia, he was also going through some problems, custody issues with his wife and his son. And I had kind of caught back up with him. So, you know, I believe at that time I shared with him some of the things me and Anna were going through. So I think this was kind of like a follow-up to that. Again, this is my cousin. We've always prided each other to be tough around each other. So I think I was just talking. I was just trying to sound tougher. I was trying to get him to understand it, like kill him. But I did not actually mean that I was going to kill somebody, and I didn't even know what guy this is or if this is real. This is just in my delusional mind, me trying to piece things together. It was a stupid comment.
Objection, narrative.
Sustained this one. Next question.
When you heard Detective Escalante testify, and you know from your own personal knowledge the unbelievably large number of text messages sent between you and Anna just in the time period of September 17th until October 21st, right?
Right.
In any of those text messages that you sent to Anna, did you ever threaten to kill her?
No.
Did you ever, in any of those text messages that you sent to Anna, thousands, did you ever threaten to kill anyone that she was with?
No, never.
On 10/4 at 5:26 p.m., Anna, in response to you, said, "I love you, Ali, but I'm not in love with you. I lost all that the past few months because of how much you've been putting me through. The guy I love is in there somewhere. I just lost him." Do you remember that conversation?
Yes.
I mean, you then asked Anna not to give up on you?
Correct.
There were times, Ali, in these text messages, even on 10/3 to 10/4, when you were, saying really nasty things to Anna, right?
Yes.
And she would say things that were nasty back to you.
Correct.
Is that how the two of you were communicating during this time?
It is. This specifically October timeframe was the this had been going on for some time now. So my mental state was degrading further. My cocaine usage was amplified. It wasn't just once a day. It was literally nonstop all day. I would stop sleeping. I stopped eating. I'm freaking out about what Anna's up to, if she's cheating on me, and I'm getting mixed messages. I was falling apart because I was trying to make sense. I was trying to do, I guess, like, try to fix this. But at the same time, now my father's calling me a loser. My sisters are calling me worse than my brother because she had told my whole family about Ashley Sanchez all of a sudden. She didn't do that immediately when I confessed it to her. It just seemed like to me that she was now attacking me with this thing. And even Julia was texting me saying,
Go overruled. Go ahead and finish this.
Basically, I reached out to Julia. I was like, please, can you help me with this? You're her friend. She's like, you lost my friendship the moment you had that over your house.
All right, but he put on a performance, boy, on the witness stand. I remember that well. Krista Ramey is still with us. He apparently has been posting on social media from jail somehow. Through a friend, I guess, which the family of the victims are very upset with. The judge asked him to stop it, but he basically he likes to talk, and his whole demeanor is like, yeah, well, I was super coked out, and I was paranoid, she was cheating on me, and like very, come on, guys, don't you understand that this is what happened? Like, it's, and you're like, what are you, okay, you're admitting to all this, you're nuts. But it didn't work. It didn't work during the guilt phase. Now it's on to sentencing. I think that he's gonna be on the receiving end of some pretty forceful victim impact statements.
Yes, and probably 2 consecutive life sentences. He's a classic narcissist, and he thought he owned her, and anyone that tried to steal her from him, he would kill. I mean, the cocaine does not explain it. His neurological deficits or whatever, this is not an excuse. You chose to do drugs. You made these decisions in your life, and then you went to her house with a gun with the intent to do what you did. And I mean, it just, and the facts of the actual murders were just beyond the pale. And, there's no way that it is going to be easy for him at this hearing. And thankfully so. I think that these victims have been waiting for this for a while. I know that this was continued. It was supposed to be earlier this summer. And
they continued it because the defense wanted to hire an expert to help him prepare for prison, like a prison person that could come and help. I mean, please, here's the prep. You're, you're going to prison.
The family would have liked prep to, in the loss of their, daughter and sisters and, all of that. So I really have no sympathy for this guy. He's a classic narcissist, murderer, thug. Lock him up.
Yeah. But it's fascinating to listen to someone like this because they truly do believe that, that people don't understand what they've been through. And, like my dad's calling me names now. Okay, well.
Aw, poor baby.
Yeah, you went and killed 2 people after all this because you couldn't control yourself. It is going to be something else that coming up in that San Diego courtroom. And in these situations, judges make their decisions usually beforehand, right? And especially a case like this, you've sat through the whole trial. Whatever is said at that sentencing hearing likely is not going to sway anybody.
It may, but we always talk about the judges as they're the 13th juror, right? They're the person that's there that has listened to all of the evidence in the case. They've seen the witnesses testify, their demeanors. They know this case better than anyone, except for maybe the lawyers and the parties. And so, yes, the judge has likely done a lot of reflecting, looked back at evidence, and probably has a sentencing memo already prepared. and will probably deliver it from the bench, after the victim's impact statements, any mitigating evidence is put on by the defense. So, yeah, you're right.
And then he'll be off. He'll be off to prison, and the families will hopefully be able to get some closure and start to move on and heal. Krista.